Bonsoir, hashtaggers. Great to be back where I belong, right here on the hashtag couch. So much has happened in the world of sports in the last week, as you know, but not to fear, we have it covered just for you. So we have another power-packed show for you to enjoy tonight. But first, I need to introduce the queen of the studio, Queen Nande.
King Arthur. When was the last time I shared a hashtag stage with you?
Sure, it's been a while.
To see you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Not a lot of people are happy to see me.
That is not true. You know that is not true. It's going to be a good one tonight, right?
Yes, definitely. Oh, our guest tonight is blazing, blazing hot. Can't wait to get into the discussions
so let's get into it. Just quickly, remember that this show is for you. Follow all Kwese Sports social media platforms. They can be found on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, www.kwese.com. Now, Arthur, you said that our guest is exciting, hot, sizzling.
Yes.
How about you tell her who she is?
Ooh, I don't know if Africa's ready for who I'm about to introduce. You know, she's a fitness person. There's someone else in studio who happens to be in these environs as well, a good friend. So I just want to, warm up the African viewers to who might be coming out tonight. But is Rory Sang, Tande Kiso, does she ring a bell? Well, yes, a celeb, yes, someone who is definitely on everyone's lips. But before we get into speaking about her, there's someone who we want to talk to tonight, and her name is Mapule Ndhlovu. Hello.
I'm feeling the heat from all the way here.
Yeah.
Is it good heat or bad heat?
Oh, it's always good heat. Always good heat.
I wonder if it's actually coming from a gym session you recently just conducted.
Well, could possibly be that or something else.
Oh, it's just
Maybe I'll take it.
Oh, man. Well, Mapule, it's great to have you on the show, and thank you for joining us tonight on hashtag. Some sad news, though, to start. Until last week, you had a huge social media following. What has happened?
People are out there to snatch everybody's life.
Why? Who are these people?
The honest truth is, I don't know. I don't know who it is, and you've probably seen that a lot of people got hacked last week. Unfortunately, I couldn't retrieve my account again, so they permanently deleted it. Apparently, they get these followers, they sell them to whoever they want to sell them. There's people that buy followers.
Wow.
So how did you realize it was hacked?
I got an email saying I need to verify.
Yes.
Then I went, click on the link. The next thing it was like, I can't get on my Instagram.
Oh, my goodness.
Now I'm getting an SMS from some random number saying, hi, hello.
Wow.
And then they send me my actual profile of Queen Fitness with all my followers and everything. It's like saying, I have your account with me.
Everybody out there needs to really be careful then of these hackers. It can happen to anyone.
To anyone, actually. Always make sure that you read the fine prints, the emails that you get. Make sure before you click any link, you are sure of what you're putting yourself into, because anything could possibly happen.
Yeah.
Thank God they couldn't get into my banking details.
I was about to ask, have they been able to retrieve at least those details? I mean...
Well, I just got a call from FNB. Thank you for just like making sure that, are you good? Is everything fine? Good. We just want to make sure everything is good. Emails.
This is insane, you know, to know that someone of your caliber who's also in the industry can experience something like this. I mean, how did it affect also your business or, your commercial side of life?
Well, let me tell you, it's just been a week of just trying to find ways of how to go about it. The thing is, they didn't take away me.
Yes,
they took away their accounts.
Yeah.
But I'm still here. I still have my skills. And with the partnerships that I have, they know me.
Yeah.
Hence, they will keep me because they know I'll get back into action. They know I inspire people, and I'll continue doing that. And people genuinely followed me because they loved what I do. They were inspired. when they realize they don't see me, they'll find me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, speaking of your skills and you know, people loving you, you are an influencer and a fitness ambassador. Let us know what that entails.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you're consistent with what you do, because when you become an ambassador,
It's hard to be consistent, bro. Like, you know, you guys make it sound so easy.
Let me tell you, if you do something that you love,
Yeah.
the consistent part is like eating every day. Eating every day is being consistent.
Yo, well.
I think working out is a little easier, a little less easy than eating every day.
No, but if you look at it, if it's a lifestyle, what do you mean lifestyle?
Yeah.
Lifestyle is waking up, drinking water, going to work. There are people,
Or the organization of it.
There are people who go to work and they don't even love their job. That's consistently waking up and going to look at the boss that you don't love.
Wow.
To work with the colleagues that you don't vibe with. That's consistency.
That's deep.
It becomes your life.
That's deep.
And I'm blessed in the sense that I do what I love and I'm consistent in it.
Yeah.
It
That is
doesn't
such a
even
great
feel like
place to
work.
be.
It doesn't even feel like work. You get to a point where when I wake up, I get the joys or the pleasure of, I know I'm going to bump into someone and they say, oh my God, I've started eating healthy because of you. Or,
But how do you
know
get
what?
people to make those decisions? You know, how do you get them from the place of aspiring to live a healthy lifestyle to actually living
doing it.
You know?
Because we all have those ambitions,
Yeah.
but sometimes we struggle.
Not everybody will do it. That's number one. I always emphasize the fact of saying everything that you start, it's going to be hard. You got to push through. If it makes sense, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
If the why is stronger than just the feeling of being uncomfortable, then you will get to a point where you wake up, put on those shoes, run. I used to run because I didn't want to stay where I was. I wanted to progress to the next stage. It wasn't even because of body goals. I would wake up at 3 a.m., take my backpack, say to my grandmother, I'm about to run to work now. It's 3 a.m. Everybody will tell me it's not safe.
Yeah.
But will they give me a job? Will they take me to work? Will they change me and put me in a position where I need to be at?
Wow.
Wow, that's really inspiring.
Like, how will you introduce the world of fitness?
Okay, so
Other than running to work.
So running, I always say sports has a power to change lives. Hence, I'm with Adidas because they're all about that. They're all about changing lives. And through sports, I mean, we've known so many people that have changed their lives through sports. With me, I was running as an emotional release.
Okay.
I was at the point, I grew up in Alex. Actually, I don't see anyone, like at that point, I didn't see anyone I want to be like. I didn't have a role model, a reference that I'm like, see, when I grow up, I want to be like this one. I was at the point where I was so stressed and depressed because firstly, I'm not going to school. I'm just chilling. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to be this girl. I want to be somebody that inspires. And because it's so depressing, depression is a big thing.
Yeah.
It's not something that you see.
Yeah.
We feel it and we can't express it with words where people can understand. Sometimes you hide it because you're trying to protect everybody around you.
Yeah.
I needed to be strong for my mom, for my grandmother, because they already had a lot in their plate and I didn't want to add on that problem. So I just started running just to clear my mind. I mean, if you cry when you're running, when you come back, your eyes are red. They don't think that you're crying. It's because of the sweat and everything else. You know, so you get an emotional release.
Wow.
And with the rains, the roads are not user-friendly. I decided to join an aerobics class in Alex. We are so blessed to have a few of those that side. On my birthday, 2012, on the 10th of March, the Institute of Fitness Professional came to Alex and we were just doing our thing, our aerobics classes. The trainer was like, Maps, would you like to do a warm-up for everyone? Because they could see, I think I've always been blessed in a way that people can always see potential. They can spot something. I always try and be my best most of the time, wherever I am, because I don't know who's around me. I don't know who's looking at me. And I'm glad that I learned that at a very young age because I've grown up in so many places where I needed to be in character, to be that child that people can live with.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up with my mother saying to me, if I die tomorrow, I need to know that the next person will take you on.
Wow.
You have to be at your best behavior. If she leaves me at my aunt. So the Institute of Fitness Professionals, they were like, would you like to study fitness?
Wow.
What are you doing? At that point, I would have taken anything. I
Yeah.
don't want to lie. If you had said, Maps, would you like, at the point I wanted to go to military, I wanted to do engineering, I wanted to be a nurse, I wanted to
Take on the
almost be
world.
everything.
Yeah.
I was so
Just
confused.
anything to get out.
Anything to get out of the feeling that I was feeling.
And fitness was the answer.
I
The
always
world of
say,
fitness, at
I
least.
didn't choose my career chose me.
So you speak a lot about your mother and your grandmother. Are they the inspirations of your life?
Yes, actually, because they've taken so much to make sure that I am the person that I am today. If you see your mother leaving you because they say, this will be a better place for you until I get myself right, that's not easy for any parent to do that, because they know that they're trying to get you away from seeing stuff like abuse in the house, because those things, they mess up your mind. As a child, you don't want to grow up, it's not good for a child to grow up in a space where there's physical abuse. So in that way, I really, really respect her for the fact that she took me away from that to make sure that I'm in a better space. And my grandmother just saying, if you can't take her anywhere, I'm here.
Wow.
And
You've just been
Granny
favored
knows
with those
best.
opportunities.
I can say you when you look back, you realize that you've always been backed up by God.
You've always been surrounded by love also.
God has always pulled through, regardless. When you're in that point, like in the space right now where I'm like, okay, I've lost all my followers, but I don't have to lose myself because of that. People always come back. When they have to be in your space, they will be back in your space. When they're not supposed to be in your space, they're not going to be in your space.
Are you sure you don't need to be a motivational
So many words
speaker?
of wisdom. I want to like take notes. I want to start taking
Wow.
notes.
No, because,
That's strength.
It's not even a physical strength. The most hardest thing is the emotional strength that you need to build. Then the physical strength is a bonus. Wow. If you wake up in the morning, you wake up by faith, thinking, knowing that if I go and pick up this dumbbell, I have faith and believe that eventually I'll get muscles. If I run, I have faith.
That's why you need her in your life.
Yeah.
That's why you have to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Faith is not something that you just like, you wake
Decide
up
to
and
switch
it's
on,
like,
okay.
you know, you have to build it. You have to work on it all the time. You go to school, you don't even know those things that they're teaching you, eventually they'll give you a job.
Yeah.
But you have faith that if I study mathematics, I will eventually be a scientist. If I study accounting, I will eventually be a banker.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's by faith.
Wow.
You're not sure if you're going to get there.
Wow.
Words of wisdom.
Wow, words of wisdom, Nandi. I don't know if we should go to gym right now.
Maybe we should just wrap the show up and go to gym.
It's like, that's it, the show is done. Wow.
Gym has a lot. Like training, it gives you confidence, it gives you strength. Like if you look at the big corporate spaces now, they make sure that they get their people to exercise, because if you have healthy stuff and productive stuff, you are bound to get better results than having people who are stressed, people who are lazy, people who don't want to, like, who are not confident. How do you walk into a boardroom and trying to get a big deal, but you're not even confident with what you're going to deliver? You're not even confident when you walk in. The minute you walk in, people already feel their energy, number one. They will want to listen. They look at you, they're like, okay, maybe she's got something to say.
Yeah.
That's, with my body, I've gotten an opportunity, because when I was young, I used to hate it when people are, you have a nice body. It was not a compliment. It was not a compliment for me. I hated it to a point like, I don't just want to be the body. I want to be that body that speaks.
Yeah.
The body that inspires. When I walk, you're like, girl, tell me what you eat.
And so those opportunities came. I mean, you are an ambassador for many global brands.
Thanks to Women's Health.
Thank God, right? And I mean, that must have been a real sense of achievement for you.
I mean, like, I've always wanted to be in a fitness magazine, number one. When I started, I thought, I want to be in a fitness magazine.
There you are.
Look at that.
Look at the emotion.
Body that speaks.
Right? Yeah, that's the body that speaks.
Yeah.
And the only reason I entered the Next Fit Star is because I wanted to be on the cover. But I got more than that.
Yeah.
I must say, I got more than that. I got into an opportunity of inspiring more, working with amazing brands, working with Adidas, working with Shield, and opening room to working with more brands that speaks to me and speak to the people that I want to inspire. So, yeah.
Who do you want to inspire?
And how do you inspire the community specifically? Because you did touch on mental health, so it's more than just the physical aspect of it.
The nice thing is, I'm that person, firstly, I don't just inspire women. Hence, when I do exercises, I do things that are very complicated and challenging. Even guys will be like, yo. In that way, they're like, oh, okay, this girl knows what she's doing. Then they try, if I do push-ups, it's like, I can literally take a guy and fix his push-up and he feels like, what have I been doing my whole life?
Whoa. I want to see that. Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Don't be fooled. A lot of times, hence people don't get their muscles developing the way
right
they
way.
should. Because they're not doing the right technique. I'm more of a technique person. The complicated stuff that I do is because I've started on the technique part. I mastered the technique. Then when I combine everything, it just looks like magic.
Oh, magic. Magic. You know what, guys? I'm inspired just by sitting next to Mapule. I see myself hitting the gym early tomorrow morning and doing some bench presses. More from our in-studio guest in a short while. Well, now it's time for Felicia and SP and what has caught her eye on social media.
Hi there, hashtaggers. It's the last Wednesday of February, and wow, do I have some stories for you. Roman Reigns returned to the ring on Monday Night Raw, just 4 months after relinquishing the Universal title following his relapse with cancer. The doubters claimed the whole situation was a gimmick in order to gain more support for Reigns from the WWE Universe. Leukemia Care UK, which is a national blood cancer support charity, took to Twitter to explain a few facts and set the record straight as they showed support for the 4-time champ. Also pointing out how great it is to hear some positive news from a leukemia patient. Still on wrestling, WWE's Paige went from wrestling in a Norfolk gym to being immortalized on the silver screen. Paige, whose real name is Soraya Jade Bevis, has her story told in the comedy movie Fighting with My Family, featuring The Rock. The film won rave reviews since debuting at the Sundance Festival, directed by The Office co-creator Stephen Merchant. It tells how the Norfolk girl from a troubled family became the youngest ever WWE Divas champion. Paige is a shining example of being born into the business. Her mother, sweet Soraya, even fought while pregnant with her. So now on to another interesting family. Rodri Giggs brilliantly poked fun at brother Ryan's HR affair with his ex-wife in a hilarious new advert for Paddy Power. The video, titled "Loyalty is Dead," references the highly publicized incident which tore the Giggs family apart. The 41-year-old jokingly sipped from a Man City mug and poked fun at his brother's HR affair with his ex-wife. Rodri hasn't spoken to Ryan in 7 years, but claims that the ad is funny because he's moved on and so has everyone else. To all of you out there who are on social media, remember, join the Kweze family on all of our platforms. Kweze Sports can be found on Facebook, where we have an ever-expanding base across the continent. Our Twitter followers are kept up to date on all that's happening in the world of sport. If you want to enjoy free sports content, then our YouTube page is where you want to be. Instagrammers, you can catch broadcast details and other fun clips right here on Kweze Sports' Instagram account. Hashtag will be right back with Arthur and Nandi in the hot seat.
Not so nice anymore.
You should have seen Mapule just when that girl fell. Has anything of that nature happened to you during training?
All the time.
And how do you recover from that?
I just mastered the falling part.
Master the falling?
Yeah, so that you don't break anything. Just like slide into like...
Mapule was really rooting for her. Like, go girl.
Yeah, like go girl until like she gets to the final parts and she just drops.
You know, we all fall and
We
we
all
get
fall.
up and we move on.
All right, someone who doesn't fall often is Anthony Joshua. He has promised Darrell Miller he will strip him of his soul when he defends his world heavyweight titles as he responded to taunts from his US challenger. He was a past champion. Former Olympic champion Joshua has largely avoided the kind of trash talk common in the promotion of many boxing bouts. Let's have a listen to what Joshua had to say.
10 years left. I know Rob wants me to cut that short, but no. This is all I know. This is all I do. As I said, I don't know no football, no rugby, no NFL, no basketball, no kickboxing. I know how to knock people out and beat them up. And all that spirit that this boy's got over there talking, I'm going to strip it from him. Every ounce of spirit he's got, that's what I do to people. I'm going to strip him of his soul in that ring. You talk about 7 rounds, I'll still be in there fighting strong. And if he's still in there, look at his face. I'm gonna reconstruct his face on June 1st, and I'm really looking forward to the challenge.
Reconstruct his face, strip him of his soul.
Yes.
Now, guys, we know Anthony Joshua in the past has never been very good at what I'd like to call verbal sparring. But what does it do for a person's psyche, that verbal sparring that happens, whether it's boxing or whatever sport?
Defeats the opponent.
Already, before you even start your mind, you are defeated.
Yeah.
But if people actually work on their mind often, you just be like, okay, I know this game. Because it's a game. It's literally a game.
A mind game, yeah.
A mind game that if you have mastered it, you can get into somebody's psyche and mess it up completely before they even start. Hence, people sometimes, when you start eating with the diets, people go into diets not believing that it's going to work, and it's not going to work.
Wow. And that's all in the mind.
But if you go into a diet believing it's going to work,
The results would be...
you start seeing the results, even though the diet is not like the greatest.
Wow.
You know?
Power of the
love,
mind.
Yeah.
The
I
power
actually
of the
love the way
mind.
Joshua said it. I'm going to reconstruct his face like a true Nigerian man. Eh?
Yes.
Like a true Nigerian
He
man.
went back to his roots with that one, eh?
Oh, but this is what I'm loving about boxing, Nandi and Maps. Confidence, but also at the same time, I think it's entertaining to have fighters, you know, face off. I think it would be boring to have big fights being scheduled and there's no emotion involved, there's no trash talk, there's no I'm gonna beat you up and you know
like in school you're like I'm gonna
but it's interesting to see who actually you can do all the trash talking you want, but Anthony Joshua has proved that it's more important to do the talking in the ring, and he's done that.
Thank goodness that you said that. A lot of traditional boxing fans come from that era where let's leave it to the fight. We don't want to see, you know, an Ali versus a Lennox Lewis, you know, kind of exchanging words that might take away from their character, might take away from the personality they are. Let's leave it. Let's go 12 rounds where we can see that happen.
Master the basics. If you master the basics, you can do anything.
Oh, okay.
Wow, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. All right, so what is happening in the football world, Mr. Manakawa?
Ooh, all right, so Chelsea, very blue Wednesday it is for me, being a Chelsea fan. But they've fined goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga 1 week's wages following his refusal to be substituted in the League Cup final defeat by Manchester City at Wembley on Sunday. Kepa appeared to be injured as he prevented City's Sergio Aguero from scoring in the closing moments of extra time, and manager Maurizio Sarri ordered his substitution before Chelsea went on to lose the showpiece match 4-3 on penalties. But with the challenge already displayed to the stadium by the fourth official and Chelsea's reserve keeper Willy Caballero ready to come on, Kepa insisted he was fit to carry on and face a penalty shootout to the visible anger of Sarri. The Italian coach said after the match that there had been a big misunderstanding because he thought Kepa had a cramp. Now, can we read more into the story? Is there perhaps a bigger problem in the camp?
Clearly. Chelsea fans, so unruly, first of all.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. You're a United fan, right?
I'm a United fan.
And how did the score end against Liverpool?
Anyway, so let's stick to the topic at hand. Clearly, there is an issue there. You know, it shows clearly that the coach has lost his players. He's lost the change.
But was Kepa wrong? Was Kepa wrong for how he reacted?
What do you think?
Maybe he felt like he could continue. You know, when adrenaline rush kicks in, you feel like...
Not that. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Adrenaline rush can give you a reason to
feel like you can still go on.
Oh, so you mean maybe he didn't feel that cramp at that moment? He felt like he's okay.
He felt like he's okay.
But guys,
but
how is someone cramped when he's doing this at the goalkeeper? how is that a sign that he's cramped? I feel Kepa was trying to indicate to Sari, I'm aware that you're trying to make a substitution, but
I'm not going anywhere.
So then who's at fault here, guys?
I think he's at fault.
Did you think his ego kicked in?
His ego definitely kicked in, I think so.
Why? Because he signed for £70 million during a transfer window a few windows ago?
And these players need to know that they can't be bigger than the club, though. When your manager tells you to get off, you get off.
But the manager can't be bigger than the club, Nandi. No, the manager can't be bigger than the club as well. Where's the player's power? Where's the player's power, guys?
We have to have a good relationship. Maybe something went wrong behind the scenes.
What if this is his first opportunity for a shot at silverware because Chelsea is not in the top 4 and the manager wants to make... Yes, and the manager wants to make a substitution and Kepa, being the #1 goalkeeper for Chelsea, wants to shine. He doesn't want to get out.
How did that turn out for you, though? You lost the penalty shootout.
Calculations.
Oh, wow,
he didn't calculate it properly.
So conclusions, he was in the wrong.
Yeah. Yes, I think he was in the wrong, for sure.
Well, Africa, let us know. I'd really love to get your take on that. I can't believe the time is up again. Mapule, I can't believe it.
Are we going now?
Yes, we
just started.
You can still tell us what to expect from you in the future.
Okay, I'm possibly going to be doing some cool stuff.
Yeah, like?
Obviously, one needs to grow, one needs to venture into different things alone.
Okay.
Because you've been under someone for a very long time now. It's time to spread your wings. So yeah, you'll be seeing some cool stuff coming up soon. Just stay tuned. I can't give it away.
Stay tuned. We'll keep it locked to you.
Nandi, I can't believe I'm saying bye to you as well.
No, I'm very sad, but I'll see you soon.
Yes.
At the gym tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
Yeah, like at 5 a.m.
Can I wait for you guys?
No, you're not allowed to come. You're not allowed
We'll send you pictures, okay?
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Well, that's all we have time for. Like we always go to this, can someone just break that clock? 30 minutes is not enough. But from myself and the rest of the team, it's goodbye for now.